Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I welcome you back to our 10th and final episode in our series, How to Read the Noble Quran, where we're focusing on Surah Yaaseen and attempting to read it as it was revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. I remind each and every one of you that in no way can this series be used as a teacher. However, it is an aid. For we remember and remind ourselves regarding the 4 conditions of reciting the Quran correctly. Number 1 is to identify and give the haqq of each and every letter its makhraj. Secondly, all the qualities of the letters should be implemented. Thirdly, constant repeating and repetitive learning, training the tongue through constant reading. And fourthly, to take the Quran from the mouth of a qualified ustad or sheikh. And this was the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who received the Quran from Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam بالتلقي والمشافهة, meaning the sheikh read and you read to the sheikh. This is imperative. However, this is to aid you in reading Surah Yaaseen correctly. We have come all the way to فَلَا يَحْزُنْكَ قَوْلُهُمْ إِنَّا نَعْلَمُ مَا يُسِرُّونَ وَمَا يُعْلِنُونَ. Insha'Allah, we will now finish our last page. Read with me, insha'Allah, and then we can dissect all the important rulings regarding Tajweed. We remind ourselves of the famous saying of Imam al-Jazari rahmatullahi alayh, وَلَخْذُ بِالتَّجْوِيدِ حَتْمٌ لَازِمُ مَنْ لَمْ يُجَوِّدِ الْقُرْآنَ آثِمُ وَمَنْ لَمْ يُصَحِّحِ الْقُرْآنَ آثِمُ. To read the Quran with Tajweed is compulsory on each and every one of us. And the one who does not read this Quran with Tajweed is regarded as a sinner. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين. وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم. قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم. الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون. أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم. إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون. فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون. صدق الله العظيم. We first focus on أولم يرى الإنسان. Remember, يرى, the ra holding a fatha should be clear, and we go straight into يرى الإنسان. This lam of al followed by a hamza will be clear. Al-insanu, the noon sakin followed by the sin, is one of the letters of al-ikhfa. So what we will do is, in this case, conceal the sound of noon so that we do not hear the noon too clearly. Very important. I remind you of the word of Imam al-Asqalani, where he says, in order to attain al-ikhfa, بين الإظهار وبين الإدغام. Between إظهار and إدغام, it is imperative that the tongue does not touch the makhraj of the noon. أولم ير الإنسان أنا وغن ميما ثم نونا شددا. This noon holding a shadda will now require us to implement the quality of غنة. خلقناه. Once again, the lam sandwiched between two full letters. Be very careful not to read خلا. So we'll read خلقناه. خلقناه. The qaf holding qalqala, one of the letters of قطب جد, qaf, ta, ba, jim and dal. We give a echoing sound or a jerk to this letter as we find it in the phrase وَبَيِّنٍ مُقَلْقَلًا إِن سَكَنَا, and make clear the qalqala when it holds a sukoon. Who, very important not to give this dhamir, this ha'ul kinaya, a form of mad. أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ. Only one haraka. Min nutfa. The two noons into one another with idgham, and we will read with ghunna. The ta, nutfa, nuta. Once again, al-qalqala. Nutfatin fa'idha. The tanween into the fa will require us to read this with al-ikhfa, with concealment, hiding the sound of the noon. فَإِذَا, only two on the mad of فَإِذَا. هُوَ خَاصِي, خَاصِي, full. This kha requires us to read it full, as it is one of the letters of al-isti'ala. خُصَّ, ضَغْطٍ, قِض, the 7 heavy or full letters. Mun mubin, idgham as well of the tanween into the meme. Once again, mubinun, we said because of stopping, we do not read the final haraka. So what we have done is we have placed a temporary sukoon. This is known as the rule of the mad al-arid al-sukoon, the mad of the temporary sukoon. In this case, we are allowed to put it 2 vowel counts, 4 vowel counts, or 6. Remember, we have throughout the entirety of the surah extended it 6. So we will continue to extend it 6. خَصِيمٌ مُبِينٌ. However, if you are more comfortable with 2 or 4, make sure you read it throughout the entirety of the surah. وَضَرَبَ. The dad will be full, the ra will be full, and the ba will be light or empty. لَنَا مَثَلًا وَنَسِيَ خَلْقَهُ. مَثَلًا. We will read with al-idgham with ghunna. نَسِيَ, نَسِيَ. Make sure to make the ya clear. خَلْقَهُ, خَلْقَهُ. The lam, again sandwiched between 2 full letters. However, here the lam is sakin. Be careful not to give it the quality of qalqala. خَلْقَهُ, خَلْقَهُ, خَلْقَهُ. قَالَ, quite full. Remember, the full letter holding a fatha followed by the alif maddiyah. This is the highest level or stage of tafkhim, of fullness or heaviness. And we will now read قَالَ مَنْ, will become مَنْ يُحْ. The ha is a letter of hams. Allow the air to flow when pronouncing it and straight into the ya. And do not say مَنْ يُحِي الْعِظَامَ. Give the ya its haqq. مَنْ يُحْيِي الْيِي. مَنْ يُحْيِي الْعِظَامَ. الْعِظَامَ وَهِيَ رَمِيمٌ. The ra holding a fatha will be full. قُلْ, قُلْ يُحْيِيهَا. Once again, the ha holding hams and the ya must be read clear. This mad ya, yi-ha, both of those mads when stopping are 2. However, we will go straight into alladhi. قُلْ يُحْيِيهَا الَّذِي. Remember, we said 1 falls away because of iltiqa as-sakinain, and the ruling is that 2 sukoons will not meet in the Arabic language. الذي أنشأها أول مرة. The mad on الذي will be 4 vowel counts because of the hamza following it. Then the noon followed by the sheen, we will implement al-ikhfa or concealment. The mad of ha once again will be 4 because of the hamza following it. Be very careful not to say awwala, awwala. Remember, we said that shadda refers to the fact that there are 2 letters the same kind. One sakin or holding a sukoon and one mutaharrik holding a vowel, a haraka, something that moves it. And shadda should not give the letter the quality of shidda. Shidda is the fact that the tongue hits the makhraj quite hard or strong or heavy. And we will now say awwala, awwa, awwa, not awwa. Awwala marra, ma. The mim will be empty and the ra, marra, marra. With shadda, there will be some form of repetitiveness, but not too much. Don't read marra and also not marra with shidda. Awwala marra. Remember to read the ha clearly without extending it too much. Every harf has a certain zaman, a certain length, or a wazn, a certain scale. Do not read marra. Awwala marra. This is enough. وَهُوَ بِكُلِّ خَلْقٍ عَلِيمٍ. The only thing we'll focus on here is that qaf, holding a kasra. This should be the weakest form of tafkhim or fullness. So we don't say خَلْقٍ, no خَلْقٍ. وَهُوَ بِكُلِّ خَلْقٍ عَلِيمٍ. The tanween followed by the ayn will be clear because, as we know, فَالْأَوَّلُ الْإِظْهَارُ قَبْلَ أَحْرُفِ للحلق ست رتبت فلتعرفي. And the ayn is one of the throat letters. So when tanween is followed by a throat letter, we will make the sound of tanween or the nun sakin clear. الذي, this made only 2 vowel counts. جعل لكم, the 2 lams, be very careful not to make a form of idgham. جعل لكم. Yes, there are of the recitations or a narration that allows this. However, in hafs from the Shatibiyya, or as we read and 90% of the world will read, we will read جَعَلَ لَكُمْ. الَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمْ is incorrect regarding our sanad. لَكُمْ مِنَ غُنَّة on the 2 memes. مِنَ الشَّجَرِ الْأَخْضَرِ نَارًا. Straight into the sheen, so the lam of al, the sound of the lam falls away because it is followed by one of the huruf al-shamsiyya. Al-akhdari nara. The kha full, but prior to that, the lam of al will be made clear or idhar because it's followed by a hamza. Al-akhdari nara. Ra, the tanween will now go into the fa with concealment. الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون. فإذا, this mad will be 4 vowel counts because of the fact that you see the hamza following it. The noon sakin followed by a ta, we will read with al-ikhfa or concealment. The 2 memes, the second one holding a shadda, we will read with ghunna. And the noon followed by the ha, we will read with al-idhar or clarity. أَوَلَيْسَ الَّذِي خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ. We will not say خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ. The lam of al once again falls away because of the fact that it is followed by the sin. خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ. وَالْأَرْضَ. Do not say وَالْأَرْضَ. The ra sakin preceded by a fatha is full. The da as well is full. بِقَادِرٍ. The qaf will be full. The tanween followed by the ayn will be read with clarity. على أن يخلق مثلهم. The mad on ala will be 4 vowel counts because of the fact that it is followed by the hamza. And أن يخلق, we will read with al-idgham with ghunna. أن يخلق مثلهم. Bala, only 2 on that vowel count on the mad. وهو الخلاق العليم. 2 on al-khallaq. The lam will be read clear because it's followed by a kha, and in the mad there is only extended 2 vowel counts. Al-alim, the lam of al will be read clearly because it's followed by an ayn, and al-alim, we have our choice regarding the mad of the temporary sukoon. Innama, the noon holding a shadda, we will read with ghunna, so emphasize for 2 vowel counts. Innama amruh. The mad there of ma will be extended 4 vowel counts because of the hamza following it. Amruhu, amruhu. This mad once again will be extended because of the hamza following it. Either as well will be extended because of the hamza of arada. The mad in arada only 2 vowel counts. Shay'a, this will only be 2 vowel counts. An will be clear. أن يقول will be أن يقول. له, 2 on له. كن فيكون. The noon sakin will be read with concealment regarding the fa. كن فيكون. فسبحانه, the ba will hold al-qalqala. The ha only 2 vowel counts. فسبحان الذي, only 2 on that mad as well. بيده, 2 on this mad of he as well. ملكوت, 2 on that mad as well. كل شيء وإليه will become كل شيء وإليه ترجعون. And the ra will be read absolutely full because it is preceded by a dhamma while it holds a sukoon. Alhamdulillah, we have now come to the end of Surah Yaaseen. I trust that this has been beneficial to each and every one of us. Subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe, and to those who are asking how do we know when new content is uploaded, click the notification bell and YouTube will notify you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. ورتل القرآن